Good morning, students. Today, this is the first class of your science subjects of 9th standard. Let us start with the chapter Matter in Our Surroundings. First, we should know about what is the meaning of matter. Matter means anything in universe which has mass and occupy space. We know that in the universe there are so many things, either it is a living or non-living, but overall it is called as a things. That means anything in the universe which has mass and occupies space is called as a matter. For example, I am taking the pencil. I am placing the pencil on the book. Can you think it occupies the space? Yes, pencil can occupy the space. Can you think it has a mass? Yes, when you weigh the pencil in the weighing machine, it shows some weight. Another example, I am taking the book. I am placing the book on the table. Can you think the book can occupy the space? Yes, the book will occupy the space. It has a mass? Yes, definitely the book has a mass. Can you give another examples like this? There are so many examples like board, chair, soil, water, hair, etc. Can I ask you the question now? Hair has a mass? Some students may confuse. How the hair get the mass? For that, we have taken one empty balloon. First, weigh that balloon. It shows sum of exact 2.0 gram. What is the weight of the empty balloon? 2 grams. Again, you fill the balloon with the help of air, and again you weigh that balloon. It shows some 2.5 gram. Do you think how the weight of the balloon will increase? Because the air filled inside the balloon, it increases the weight of the balloon. That means air also have the mass and occupies the space. Have you understood the definition of matter? That means anything in universe which has a mass and occupy space. Next, then how the matter is made up of? For example, we have taken the one chalk piece. Have you seen the chalk? Yes. The chalk is made up of smallest particles called as a atom. We know that chalk is also a matter. Why? Means it occupies some space and it has a mass. When you break the chalk, what happens? It will divide. Again it will break, again it will divide. How? Means until the atom. That means it cannot be broken further. That is the smallest particle, that is the atom. Can you observe the atoms? No, we cannot observe the atoms with our naked eyes. So atom is the smallest individual particles which cannot be seen through our naked eyes. Next, how the matter will classified? In the ancient days, that means in the early days, Indian philosophers classified the matter as a 5 basic elements. How many basic elements? 5 basic elements. That they call as a Panchatattva. What they call? Panchatattva. That means 5 basic elements are air, earth, fire, sky, water. That means whatever the things present in the air, it will comes under the air. Whatever the things present on the earth, it comes under the earth. whatever the things present in the fire, it will grouped under the fire. Like this, they classified the matter as a 5 basic elements. But now modern classification has been done. That means any things that is a matter will classified under the based on the physical properties and chemical properties. That means whatever we feel, we touch, we see are comes under the physical properties, and which cannot be taste, which have some colors, they comes under the chemical properties. So physical classification of matter, there is three, that is solids, liquids and gases. That means the things are classified into three groups, that is solids, liquids and gases. But based on the chemical classification, matter is classified into three groups, that is elements, compounds, mixtures. This classification we study in the next chapters, but in this chapter they have given about the physical classifications. Before going to the solids, liquids, gases, let's study about the what are the characteristics of particles. Here particles means atoms. It is nothing but atoms. That means first characteristics, they are continuously moving. They are continuously moving. How means, let me take the perfume bottle. You spray the perfume at one corner of your room. It will spread entire room. How? Because the particles present in that perfume will spread. That means will continuously moving, and it gives the fragrance of that smell in the entire house. Have you understood? That means the particles present in the matter will move continuously. Next, they having space between them. To this, let me take one glass and pour the water into this. What we have pouring? Water. First mark the water level. This is a A. We are adding now 1 spoon of sugar. What we are adding? 1 spoon of sugar. Can you think the level of water increase? No. Why? Means the sugar will completely dissolve in the water. That means the particles of the sugar will enter the space between the water molecules. Have you understood? They having space between them. That means any particles also have the space between them. Next, they attract each other. Let me take a stone. Can you cut the stone? Yes, we can cut the stone, but at the last piece of the stone we cannot cut that. That is called as an atom. What? The last piece of the rock is the atom. Another one, you put on the tap. What happens when you put on the tap? The water will comes out like a stream. Is it or not? Yes. You put the finger like this. If you put the finger like this, what happens? The water will spreads, but it cannot cut off. Is it or not? It will stop? No. Why? Means the water molecules are attract each other, so only it does not cuts off. These are the characteristics of particles. Next, we shall move on to the 3 states of matter. First one, solid, liquid and gases. Let me talk about the solids. Example for solids is stone, Chalk, you can give any example: book, table, pencil, pen. It have a shape? Yes. Solids have a definite shape. It has a weight? Yes, it also have a weight. And it is very hard and rigid. Can you break the stone easily? No. Can you break the chalk easily? By putting some effort, you have to break the chalk. So, and also it has a distinct boundaries. Boundaries means it has some outlines. That is, the book also has some boundaries. And it is a incompressible. Next, coming to the characteristics of liquids. Liquids have a shape? No. For understanding this, I have given some example. Water, milk. Water has the shape? No, water does not have the shape. And it has a volume? No. Sorry. Liquids have a definite shape